The Keystone pipeline was to create thousands of jobs across the heartland and bring millions of barrels of Canadian oil here. Now, the president's postponed the project, and Canada's thinking of selling the oil to China instead. Joining me now is Congressman Mike Kelly. Congressman, Canada doesn't care who they sell the oil to. So I guess they'd like to sell it to us, but if they're going to get such a hard time, why not go to China? Other countries have.
Well, you know what? I got to tell you, this is, again, the Keystone cop-out. This is a president that talks one way and does something else. You know, Eric, we've talked about this before. Integrity is nothing more. Say what you mean what you say. So when the president calls a joint session of Congress and say, pass this jobs bill now, pass this now, do this now, and then we say, you know what, build this pipeline now. 39 months, and now we're going to put it off another year, and conveniently after the election. So who's he playing politics?
Well, here's what I don't,
looking for?
Congressman, here's what I don't understand. Obama should be all over this pipeline. It solves his problem of not drilling here in America, buying foreign oil, making us more dependent on foreign oil without ever pissing off his tree-hugging friends in the meantime. What is his drawback? What's his pushback?
Well, you know, listen, his drawback is this. He loves running for the office. He's uncomfortable running the nation. This is a case where we have a politician, not a statesman, sitting in the big chair. He's the CEO of the biggest company in the world. He cannot lead. All he can do is come up with sound bites that are attractive for that period of time, not doing what he said he was going to do. 15 million Americans every day wake up with no place to go, Eric. These are 20,000 jobs right now. This is shovel ready now. And it's hundreds of jobs later, thousands of jobs later. So what's the holdup? A little thing called the election. So I would say that this president is more concerned about running for office than actually being in the office. And it's the old saying, if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's a duck. We've got a situation right now. The guy at the steering wheel is very uncomfortable with the road he has to travel.
Yeah, too many ducks. I think he might just sign this thing right before the election. He can say, look, I'm good on energy. Well, look what I've done. I brought Canadian oil down in here. The problem is no one's pointing out that this is Canadian oil. It'd be much simpler to go ahead and approve some of the permits that are sitting, waiting for approvals for the Outer Continental Shelf, for Alaska North Slope, for the East Coast and West Coast of the country. Why not, right?
Well, we're all trying to figure it out. And again, this is a president who talks one way and acts entirely different. Goes down to Brazil and says, you know what you people need to do? You need to drill offshore. And by the way, we'll fund it for you. I just got to go back home, borrow the money from the Chinese, and we'll take all those oil rigs that were in the Gulf, we'll move them down here for you. We don't need it back home. So, right. I mean, this is such an upside-down model by an upside-down president. We need to move on. 2012, the date we're all looking for. This Obama economy is just killing all these hardworking American families. We need to get people back to work, and we need leadership and statesmanship right now, not somebody who's a champion campaigner.
And you know what else we need? Congressmen, more congressmen like you, keeping your eyes on the administration, what's going on in D.C. for us. Thank you very much, Congressman Mike Kelly.
Thanks, Eric.